bad city. This is jam hot. This is jam hot. Jam nitty gritty, you're listening to the boy from the big bad city. This is jam hot. This is jam hot. Jam nitty gritty, you're listening to the boy from the big bad city. This is jam hot.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap, the job's a game. And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake, a lark, a spree. It's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. A robin feathering his nest has very little time to rest while gathering his bits of twine and twig. Though quite intent in his pursuit, he has a merry tune to toot. He knows a song will move the job along. medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way.
Oh, I like to think I'm the Mary Poppins of this whole thing. Hello, good afternoon. How the devil are you? Actually, I say that sarcastically, and then I sort of think, what did Mary Poppins do? Well, with all the good intentions, she put order back in that house. Rather neglected, rather well-meaning, quite a lot of terrible people all associated with it, and she was right, right? She was right. Mary Poppins, Mary Whitehouse, even Margaret Thatcher, Marilyn Monroe, whatever. I mean, however you see me, entirely up to you. Mm, how great is that? Come on. I mean, other people do mugs, but frankly, who would like to drink out of that? Okay, so there's a report. I've been on Talk TV. And I'm talking with a spectator in about half an hour, so I'm going to hurry up. Oh, by the way, if you are brave enough to wear white, like me, then look at that. Look, this is red. This is red diamantes on white. But you can find a diamante for you. I mean, you don't have to wear red. Although I'm not going to lie, it does look lovely. We have grey. We even have black. We have so many, and I love these t-shirts. I bloody well love them. I really like the female. In fact, I love everything I do because I'm great. Otherwise I wouldn't do it. But there is something about this, the size of this, the sparkle of it, the fact that it's on white. You can on red it looks divine as well, but on white, amazing. So everything. If you're brave enough to wear white, like me, you will find it's all a third off today, right now, on the UK store. And I'm sure we can extend some of that to the US. Okay. So this report's come out about how bad it is. Oh, I don't know. I'm really pleased that Alex can't remember. I'm really pleased that a researcher has done this report, right? It can't be a bad thing, can it? Telling stupid people the things that they already know, that we already know. And I guess it's no mistake that this is an academic paper for academic morons. I'm not going to lie. And the basis upon the reason they have to do this academic paper is there are academic papers saying the opposite, saying that it wouldn't have any impact. And we know it would. And I don't know about you, but I just don't feel like celebrating something that shouldn't have to be done. It 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 just it's so annoying. And the same people that um I the academic that wrote the paper, I just saw her interviewed on something, and she, like all other sort of academics and people in this area, and even journalists that claim to know what a man is, will say, I'm sure like me, you don't wish any harm to trans people. And I'm just thinking, I don't think there are any such thing as trans people. Stop it. Stop this. Stop saying, oh, there might be an appropriate place to record the gender identity of someone. Like, what the fuck is a gender identity?
I use public toilets and I piss on the seats.
It's really like, oh, I'm going to give you this big cake. Why don't you enjoy it? By the way, I'm just going to take it all back. Just have the icing. You can have a tiny crumb, that little crumb left on your hand. That's a bit you can eat, because I'm still going to fully support the fact that some people at some points in some times with some kind of level of dishonesty can be recognized as a woman, even if he's got a penis. I'm going to carry on using the language of these men, and I'm going to call them women, and their gender identity is really important. No, I'm not going to define it. Don't make me define it. This is why my campaign started and will continue as something based around language. And why is that? Well, something that I recognize long before some people join this fight, and I will take all credit for that. Somebody recently said something, there's lots of men that consistently take credit for the ideas of women, or there's men of healthy means who would take the last little 5p out your piggy bank, right? This happens all the time. I have plenty of single white female characters who sort of come and go in my life. But when it comes to the work of women, I think it's quite right for me to say I wasn't the first woman ever to think about the word woman. I wasn't the first woman. I wasn't the first woman to recognize that language is really, really important. However, I am definitely the first woman who managed, with the right tools and the right message and the right persona and the right everything, the right sort of this environment that I created, I definitely made language the thing that we all talked about, and the words adult, human, female. I'm that person. I'm quite happy to take credit for that because I am that woman. I'm not the first woman to talk about the importance of language. Like I say often, I was absolutely lucky. I was very, very lucky to meet the likes of Julia Long really early in my journey into kind of working out what the hell was going on. And her sort of don't use the word trans woman, for me, was a really long time ago. And I think we all thought back then that it was useful so that people knew who we were talking about. So when we were talking about men that pretended to be women, it was useful to use the word trans woman as like a shorthand, for what these men, like this category of men. And it isn't helpful. It's not helpful at all. All it does is it props up this idea that there are a different category of men that are called some subsection of women. So it's not difficult. These concepts aren't difficult, but I have the whatever it is that made some people be able to hear what I was saying, and it sort of lands with people. And one thing I've never done, ever done, since taking a step of non-compromise at all, not surrender, no submission, is I've never gone back on that. And once I heard the argument once about using their language, I never ever used the word trans woman again. Well, certainly not once I got it, right? I didn't use it. I didn't feel it was at all appropriate to use it. I totally understood that when you use gender identity, so when you use gender identity, like for example, some of the people speaking out now, some of the psychotherapists, definitely helped get the concept of gender identity and gender dysphoria through into the wider public by endorsing that term in their practice, even calling themselves a specialist on gender identity. Like once you have these things where people can say, right, I'm an expert in this, therefore, I'm going to charge you, and I'm not going to call you a man who's got a fetish. I'm going to say that you might have gender dysphoria. I'm going to make that okay for you. That's another tool with which these men are getting their penis out in our spaces. So it's not very difficult. And I really am surprised how some people still refuse to get on board this kind of truth train. But it is not difficult to call men men. It is not difficult just to hold that line, hold the line.
I use public toilets and I piss on the seat.
It's not very difficult to hold the line and to use the language that is absolutely appropriate for men, which is man, men, boys, boy, old man, young man, fat man, thin man. All these men, just men. Man in a dress, doesn't take that much more to say than man in a dress, 4 syllables. And the difference between man in a dress and trans woman, 3 syllables. So much better to say man in a dress, and we are all really, really clear that it's just a statement of fact. So I would really like to see these academics And maybe it's good for me that they don't, because it means that I still have something to say. I'd rather get back to my old life, but there you go. You know, it's not a difficult thing. Also, I think no, I can't say that. Oh. Anyway, that's what I think. So we stick to the truth. We acknowledge, right? Party of Women is the only party that truly that has a leader that truly understands the motivations of men who dress as women. Right? There might be other parties that claim that they understand this, and ultimately they don't. And why don't they? Because they don't care enough, essentially. Men just don't care enough. Women are still can't lose that tiny bit of socialization that say they can't say the truth. And so it just needs to be Party of Women. We have a candidate just going over in Norwich Way. So do look out for her. But yeah, join Party of Women. It's about the only thing that you can do to fight this nonsense. And when we are going around the country, and I'll just forewarn you that Nottingham is next week on Friday lunchtime, and London is this weekend. So do come to London. It's going to be wonderful as always. We are a genuinely grassroots. There's no kind of heavy strata of wannabe famous women. There's just genuine women that come along that just want to say what they want to say, and there's other women that come along to support those women speaking. That's what Let Women Speak is all about. It genuinely is just the most precious, wonderful thing, and because it's genuine, sincere, just a truly kind of grassroots, sincere operation, which is about that woman that comes and speaks. Because of that, it manages to transmit a message all over the world, and we genuinely change the lives of women through conversation all over the world, whether it's having the most impact in Australia, New Zealand, making really good impact in America with the executive order being littered with the sort of things that we say, adult human female being used. Let Women Speak does it. We just do. And why do we? Because it's sincere and it's honest, and it's mostly driven by just the regular women that come and speak. So please go over and get yourself a white t-shirt today. You can have a white t-shirt or a white hoodie. I'm really not fussed. But these decals do look absolutely epic. If you can make sure that through everything that you speak the truth in the most clear way possible, short sentences, then I promise we will win. If you can start those conversations, can make sure that you complain wherever you possibly can, politely, then I promise we will win. And do you know why else we're going to win? Well, because I never lose.
For I'm all aglow and alive. What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like